Well, a very, very good evening and welcome along, guys. Welcome along to the Friday night live from the Edit Room, a 60-minute show as usual. So, hey, without further ado, yes, we'll get to the chat room in just a moment. But, hey, on this show, there's no messing about. We get straight into the action. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So, hey, Blake Eagles, start it off.
Blake Eagles, break now.
Throughout some of this, I will be doing a bit of voiceover chats and what have you. Hey, to say hi to everybody, but also because... listen to that. Also, they play quite a bit of music, the Black Eagles, such as Queen and what have you, so hey. But thank you everybody for joining us, and don't forget, keep doing the sharing. Let's get as many folks on this evening as we possibly can. And thank you, really appreciate you joining us tonight. And we're playing this especially, it's a special request, especially for LT Viper. So she's in the chat room, and these are for you, okay? And also, hey, we've got the Blue Impulse coming up as well a little later. So first in the chat room this evening was Jazzy John, followed by Paul Keys, Mark Webber Webster, Lee Davis, Paul Keys, Lee Davis. Keep going through the list. We've got Chris as well. Who else have we got?
The Black Eagles will enter from the left. They are now 3 miles away from your display zone. This time they'll show you the tango formation.
We've also got Oliver, who normally watches over on Facebook. Tonight it's just going out only on YouTube, so exclusively on YouTube only. So Oliver, thank you for joining us, my man. And who else have we got? We mentioned Lee Davis, as you can hear Queen in the background. So, as I say, got to be a little bit cautious. Gordon Bennett, mate, how you doing? So great to see GB Model Zones as well. And somewhere through the list, I certainly saw our very own Julie. Hey, we've been really busy this afternoon. Boy, oh boy.
The diamond formation is coming in front of you right now.
To right, my man. Andrew Austin, a very good evening to you. Peter Colebrook, John Robinson, my good mate just out the road. John Robinson, good to see you. Lewis Richard, 5030. The list goes on. We've got Dora. Hiya, Dora. Always great to see you. JJ Aviation TV. Anybody else? Is there anybody there? Will 21, LT Viper, DJ Wilf, Alison Tidy, we've got Barry Jones. What? I just cannot, I'm totally overwhelmed by the amount of messages, so thank you. Keep them coming as well. Alison Bowers, lovely to see you as well. Will 21, PJ, good evening to you, my man. So while there's no music in the background, I'll turn the sound up, okay?
Gentlemen, on your right, the roll maneuver is taking place.
And over there in the USA, our very good friend, he's still driving about. Goodness, you must cover some miles, my man. That's Barry West, our good friend Barry. Thanks, Barry, for joining us. come on. Now, don't forget, they're going in and out of cloud, formating like this. What an incredible display team. From South Korea. They came all the way over to do a couple of air shows. So they started off with their debut at RAF Waddington, and a couple of weeks ago we actually filmed that. We actually covered that one. So we featured is the correct word, I should have said. So we featured that. And the year is 2012, and this particular display was from the Royal International Air Tattoo at, of course, Fairford. Very special year that, 2012, as I'm sure we all remember. What a wonderful year it was, hey? The Queen's Diamond Jubilee, Bradley Wiggins winning the Tour de France, the first British winner of the Tour de France. And of course, it was the Olympics year as well, so what a fabulous year for Britain that was. But again, unfortunately, at the Air Tattoo, the weather gods did not play their part. Goodness, we had some dreadful weather. In a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to actually feature this particular air show, okay, on our DVD features that we do. Where they had the Stealth B2 that came in on the Friday night in horrendous weather. But the show, this time, unlike 2008, it managed to, well, it certainly took place. It's very nice of you to say so. Thank you, Gaming Beast. Loving the content. Keep it up. We certainly will. Thank you very much, young man. Struggling to... Oh, there they are. Okay, do a quick voiceover because of the music in the background. So coming up on tonight's show, right after this, we've got a mixture of some air show classics, just short little videos. That's all we have time to fit into on a Friday night. It's just a few little bits and bobs, but we're going to play some extra footage of, as I say, the Black Eagles, because we've had a special request for this, and the Blue Impulse. So we'll certainly do a good feature for you on these. And also some classic old video footage from East Mids Airport. And what else have we got? Oh, talking of old classic stuff, we've got an aircraft. I mentioned it on Monday afternoon. It's an old French aircraft called the Vaitour. The Vaitour. V-A-T-O-U-R. So you're going to see what that's all about. Then after that, we've got Meet the Fans tonight. We've got our very own Greg Awash 2004 into his flight sims. Then we've got the Voltage Victor display team from Nancy in France at that particular air show. And finishing the night off, we're going to have a quick look at our very good friends over there on UK Plain Talking UK podcast. I always struggle to get that out, you know. Playing the music again. Okay. Well, I certainly hope if you're having yourself a fantastic Friday night, taking it easy. And if you've only just joined us for the very first time, well, thank you very much. It's an absolute pleasure. I've got the coconut tea on the go, so keeping myself well and truly revived. Pirate of the Missouri, nice to see you. Ooh, that's still hot. Loving the action, thank you. Well, these are just fantastic. I think, well, in my opinion, one of the best display teams in the world. I was very lucky. We all were. We got a chance to see the full display twice in the UK in 2012. As I was saying, their debut was at OAF Waddington for their fantastic air show of 2012. There you go, Alison, making loads of noise for you on that quick pass. That was loud. I'm sure on today's show we can find a few fast jets which are really going to test your ears, okay? So stay with us. We've got all sorts coming up tonight. F-15s, Phantoms. And not just that, we've got a fantastic bunch of people in the chat room. Like Artec Design, look at that, puts a donation in, that is so kind. Saying all the best for 2021, Asia World and the gang. With a £5 donation. My man, wow. So much appreciated, thank you very much. All these donations really do help because the computer we are using, it is dying. It is absolutely... I think Julie will confirm that. Having a few problems with the computer at the moment. So everything helps, and hopefully we'll be able to get a nice shiny new computer in a few months' time and be able to do... What I want to do for you guys is to be able to do 4K videoing so that we can put those actually out. Well, two versions really. Sorry, I'm doing more chat over the top of this, but I'm sure you understand. I can't have YouTube picking up the actual music. You know the reasons why, we've explained it. So come on, don't play so much music. Oh, there they are. SHGP, virtual aviation. Ah, that's interesting. When you say virtual aviation, I take it you into flight sims. Is that what it's all about? Look at this pass. This is beautiful. So, SHGP, if that is what you're into, you're going to enjoy it today. We've got one of the Airshow World fans, that's Awash 2004. We're going to feature that young man in the little feature that we do called Meet the Fans. Oh, nice one, John Robinson. John Robinson has he ordered a face mask. You know, the face mask coverings that we're all wearing at the moment. An Airshow World face mask arrived today. What I've said, it was a great improvement. Hey, nice one, John, and thank you for supporting Airshow World by buying the merchandise. Hey, Top Man, Strikers, FC. There we go, 99 pence. Hey, it all helps. So, wow, that is so kind of you. Thank you. Wow. So that's all right. Hey, no problem with the shout outs. You put a message in the chat room and... For sure, if I see it, I'll certainly give you a mention. and the people just keep on popping by. Hey, it's marvellous to see you. Fantastic chat room as always, and Phil Artiste. In fact, we're going to be featuring Phil in a couple of weeks on Meet the Fans as well. So, Phil, some good stuff coming, mate. There we go. They're still singing in the background, the music, aren't they? So, I'll say apologies, I've had to talk quite a bit more than normal over the top of this, okay? No. I've not got Fat Al, but hey, I'm not going back that far. As far as some of the old stuff from East Mids coming up tonight, I think it's around about, let me try to think of the year. Around about 20 odd years ago. So you'll see some aircraft that, you know, some old liveries and what have you, even the old Britannia Airways. So that's coming up very, very soon.
Statement from the show organisers. As you're aware, we've been experiencing some rather unsettled weather today, as we have in the days before the show as well. While we're confident the event is in place...
Hiya, Kevin Henry VIII. You must change it from Kevin to King. Come on, gotta do that. Let's see King Henry VIII. I'd love it.
Especially those doing so, you help us keep congested in the car parks to a minimum. Nevertheless, please be prepared to wait patiently in your cars whenever you choose to depart, as we work to ensure your safe exit.
Give it a shout out to Phil Colbrooks' mate who's on the earlies is a bus driver. That's Ian Hill. Hey, I know somebody called Ian Hill over that part of the world. Wow, Mark. Hey, I tell you, it does certainly help, okay? You could buy a quality mouse mat with this. Nice one. Thank you very much. Putting in £10. Well, £9.99. We call it 10. Okay. What we're going to do, you can see the Airshow World logo. Hey, you can follow me. You can subscribe. All of that stuff. Right. We're going to get to the next feature. Okay. So a few bits and bobs coming up for you. So should we start it? Should we start it? Yeah. Go, 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 go. Hit it. So, Mark, thank you very, very much. It all helps. And eventually, we will get that new computer. Ethan. We've got Ethan Musgrove. Hiya, Ethan. Lucas Matthews, wow. Thank you very much for your very kind donation. Listen, it'll all go on one side and I'll be putting it towards hopefully getting a new computer sometime later in the year. And what will it achieve? A much faster computer? Well, we'll tell you after this display what we're trying to achieve, okay?
Land service wind 24050.
So what are we trying to achieve? Well, basically we want to get you folks even more involved with Airshow World by we've been testing this Discord server, okay, which on the computer that I actually use, it's a no-no. It just takes too many resources. The computer just completely died. We've been testing it all week, both myself and a certain lady up there in near Liverpool, but we've got a few other ideas as well. Let's get back to the I was going to say to the music. Hey, the music of the aircraft. A couple of weeks ago, I think it was on one of the DVD shows that we do, I actually featured this. In fact, we've featured the full air show. What we're seeing today is just a few little short clips of a few fast jets, and then I think we'll have a look at East Mids Airport. So still to come, plus the Blue Impulse and loads more. Okay, hey, Jeffrey Orvis, goodness gracious. Great show, saying thank you very much. Oh, what a sound. And very kindly put in the donation if you want to do that. It will all go to keep our show world ticking over and hopefully try to get this new computer. But yeah, if you want to, there's a dollar icon. I'd never ask people to, but hey, you guys, I said it from the word go when we started doing these live streams. I wanted to make Air Show World about you guys. That takeoff. I've got to admit, it's one of my favourite takeoffs of all time. It was absolutely brilliant. If you noticed how close I was to the side of the runway, it was quite frightening. But wow, it was great. Loved it. Wow, that sound. The F4 Phantom. Absolute. One of my favourite aircrafts. Oh, another view of it. This was from Mildenhall back in, I think it was 2000. Ethan, do you know, I've never been to Sunderland Air Show. Is it worth going? If it's on, if it's worth going, and I'm available, hey, I'll probably go. If it is going to be on, you just don't know, do you? But hear the sound of the birds. Well, if later in the year, which we certainly hope, round about November, if the F4 Phantoms are still in Japan, I know a man who will be filming them. In fact, he's probably there right now. Hey, Jamesy, are you out there? If James is there, just put a message in the chat room there, James. It'd be great to hear from you. Vid hours in the background. Lucas Matthews says he's stuck in work until about 8 o'clock. Hey, we finish at precisely 8 o'clock. But if you miss anything, hey, you can just watch it back and all that good stuff. We finish bang on 8, and we'll tell you what comes up after 8 o'clock. A few other aeroplane things for you to get interested in. Well, you can get involved in. We'll tell you about that in a minute.
Reversing right. Holding the bank. Left, tightening. Stop.
Big thumbs up to you as well, Lucas. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Everybody joining us. I got to, I tell you, quite overwhelmed. The amount of folks on today. Look at that sky in the background with the blue, with the white smoke.
Now, tightening.
OMRI. I don't know how to say your name. When will the show start? And the show tonight, it starts at 7 p.m. UK time. Don't miss it. Be with the bear in the chair. Am I being sarcastic? No. Oh, yes. F22 display. Beautiful, aren't they? I tell you what, it's getting warm up here again. Heather Ramsey, good day to you. Superfan Phoebe Stern saying hello. So LT Viper pilot, what part of the world are you? You probably told me before, but you know what I'm like. Very like a sieve and all of that. So what part of the world are you from there, LT Viper pilot?
Coming right.
Aha, that's what yours. Okay, right. Let me put it in the brain. I'll think of Sleepless in Seattle then. Then I'll be able to remember it. So that's where LT Viper pilot is. So thank you for letting me know.
Better get out. A little bit more. Red! Wait! Go!
Well, that's it, Miles. Let's hope they do, hey? Bring those F-22s over. Love to see them. And that's how we started the DVD show off. Was it? We started off with that the other day? Or was it Tuesday show? Hey, we've done so many shows this week. But that's what we started off with. I think it was Tuesday, actually. Right, what else have we got coming up? Well, lots more stuff, so don't you dare go anywhere. We've got the Blue Impulse for LT Viper coming up pretty soon. But I tell you who I have not seen in the chat room yet, so if you are out there, young man, make sure you put a message in. That's Awash 2004. He's supposed to be featuring on Meet the Fans, but I've not seen him. Has anybody seen him? Am I missing him in the chat room? So hey, if you're on there, young man, make sure you put the message in so we know you're there. Oh, look at this pass before we do this. Making clouds as it goes through. So this was Mildenhall Air Fate. I think it was 2000. So Oliver's pretty busy. He said he's making a PowerPoint. Oh yeah? What's that all about? Something for school, is it? Or And another classic favourite, the F-104 Starfighter, beautifully painted up. So if anybody sees a wash, make sure you put a message in, say, yeah, he's there. The cats are good there, Phoebe. Thank you very much. She knows I've got 5 cats. I think she's seen, yes, she's seen some photographs of them, haven't you, Phoebe? Hey, just popped into the chat room right now. Our very good friends from Plain Talking UK podcast. You remember, I was talking about these guys around about 10 minutes ago. Don't worry, lads, it's all good. And I was telling everybody, round about just before we finish the show tonight, just before 8 o'clock, we're going to pop over and have a look. Have a sneaky little look at what those guys are up to over on the Plain Talking UK podcast. So we'll do that around about 2 minutes to 8 tonight. So, hey, look forward to that. And, hey, you can always pop over there. But not yet, okay? Stay with the bear in the chair. I'd miss you all. I really would. So keep the messages coming. Oh, Eastman's Airport. Here we go.
You're still travelling too fast. Stand 9 via Quebec.
For some of you, this should bring back some memories of some great aircraft from East Mids Airport. Look at that, British Midland.
On to finals whenever you wish.
Okay, 10-2000, clear right turn finals, target discretion, Midland 204.
Hey, well, you can keep the spiders there, Kevin. Goodness gracious, don't like them. Hey, talking of which, I think it's very too early in the morning for our sleepy spider. I sent him a message, but hope I didn't wake him up. So a good old mixture of aircraft coming up for you on this particular section. So I think we've even got an Antonov coming up pretty soon. A 124.
Finals number 1, Midland 280.
Midland
0304, vacate next left and then taxi in via Romeo, stand number 3 Alpha with the marshal.
Next left, Romeo 3 Alpha with the Marshal Midlands 03.
Now, back in these days, I was very, very lucky enough to, for the, you know, at the airfields, they have the Birdman going around and that van that goes all over the place. Well, very kindly, they used to take me out and about around the airfield to get all these great video shots.
Left, Romeo 4 Alpha, middle 1605.
And the familiar sound of the cars going around Donington Park in the background. Can't wait then, Webber Webster, eh? Let's hope we get a good summer before then. Certainly have there, Jeffrey. I've got plenty of videos of the Mac Loop. We've featured them a few times, but hey, I can play them again sometime. Don't forget, hey? Normally I do this message quite a few times when we're actually going out on the Facebook, but tonight it's just on YouTube. But talking of Facebook, don't forget, few of the fans, what they've done, they've put this brilliant...
394 Alpha is cleared to Fuerteventura via Sapco and Daventry, climbing to maintain flight level 90, cross Sapco at flight level 70 or above.
They've put this page together, it's called the Facebook, Escher World Facebook fan page. Okay, so it's on Facebook, obviously. Escher World fan page. If you just type that in, do a search in Facebook, you'll find it, and we'll certainly let you in. Ooh, fancy that, eh? Being in a helicopter around Manchester, that would have been really cool. Now this is a nice aircraft.
Mark on, in fact make it Quebec, actually I've got one just holding around there. Through Quebec, please stand 9.
Next right and then taxi through Quebec for stand 9, Virgin 82368. As you remain this, or do you want us on 1219?
Negative, remain this, we're just operating tower at the moment.
Okay.
Yep, certainly don't see that one anymore, do we, hey? Do you remember? I'm trying to think of the year. I think it was around about 2000, this video. So I'm literally on the taxiway there with my good friend Glyn, who used to be the Birdman. And he said, yeah, you're okay. You're all right to stay there. I've cleared it with tower.
Clear to land, runway 27, surface wind 300, 9 knots.
Clear to land, runway 27, 81 for Fox.
76, just for your information, there's been a report of quite a lot of bird activity around the airfield. They're actually moving northeastbound now. Last spotted quite a lot of them, actually, a few hundred of them over Ratcliffe Power Station.
To Delta Bravo 814 Foxtrot, continue rolling please, vacate at Hotel 1.
Engine roll, return vacate by Hotel 1.
Stay firm, it'll then be uniform, stand 76 Alpha.
Uniform stand 76 Alpha. 8144.
I think there's these birds out there. There may be an insect
Ethan, if you like Eurofighter Typhoons, you come to the right place, I tell you. Asia World. Have a search on there, you'll find hours and hours of Eurofighter Typhoons, especially from Coningsby and all of that.
1. Go ahead.
Ground, permission to enter the runway at Hotel 1 and do a runway inspection.
Alpha Delta Bravo 4855, there is a vehicle entering ahead of you at Hotel for a runway inspection.
Okay, we're looking out.
Okay, Alpha Delta Bravo 4855, you're cleared to destination.
4855 is ready to go.
So that vehicle you saw going down, that was the guy who used to take me about. Hey, Nick Can, good to see you. He's in the chat room as well. Together with Miles High. And goodness knows how many other people. Hey, we try to mention everybody.
Off the runway if you're routing at Mike, vacate, give way to the 737, just leaving the satellite.
20.
Don Air 20, you can continue taxiing now to holding to the school, thanks.
Roger.
Holding point Golf, runway 09, QNH of 1021.
Holding Golf 1, runway 09.
Well, Gordon, yes, somewhere knocking about. I've got a book, and it is a special Tiger special book, if you like. Oh, goodness gracious. There used to be a guy who used to be in the RAF. Brilliant photographer. I'll tell you his name in a minute. Mark Attrell, I think his name was. Well, currently we're just looking at some old aircraft footage from East Midlands Airport. Literally, as I look out of the window, we've got East Midlands Airport. So just thought I'd play a couple of these before we go on to the Blue Impulse. I've still not seen Awash 2004. Come on, Awash, are you there? Put a message in the chat room.
Establish localizer 09, we are now flying point line, direct. Alpha Bravo, continue approach.
And of course, if you would like to take part in Meet the Fans, all you got to do is just drop my good self an email, okay? In the subject, put Meet the Fans, and of course, we'll give you a mention and get you on the show. Show your YouTube channel and all that good stuff. But on the night, we need you to be in the chat room. So if you're not in the chat room, well, I don't think there's much point in featuring you. So, come on, if you're there, Wash, make sure you put that message in. He is. Where is he gone? Missing.
Hong Kong 111, clear touch and go.
And here's what I've not seen for a very, very long time.
Quebec for stand 1440. Quebec, stand 14, Castro 532.
It's from the USA, Phoebe. Megan, what this is all about, it's called Friday Night Live Show, okay, where we go back in time playing you some of the old classic videos. And normally the idea of this show was originally to be able to show you what we've been filming in the previous 7 days, but obviously at the moment we cannot go anywhere at the moment. We're absolutely confined to barracks.
Hong Kong 991, clear to land 27, wind check 300, 5 knots.
1.
So, Megan, I think that answered the question. So, don't forget, no, it's live as far as I'm concerned. That's why I can give you an answer straight away. But, yeah, it's live from the edit room, okay? So, going through the editing. Well, it's all edited. You know what I mean. Barry Jones! Good to see you, Barry. Thanks for joining us. Well, if we don't see a wash pop up, what we'll do, we'll feature him probably next week, okay? Certainly don't want to. We don't want him to miss it. Love that aircraft we just saw moments ago, the IL-76, beautiful stuff. Now I can tell you this was the dodgy spot to film from, right at the top. At the very top of the control tower, with nothing but just a very thin, well, it seemed that way, a little barrier going all the way round, but it was certainly worth it to get these great shots. So coming up in just a couple of minutes from now, we're going to start that other video, which is the Blue Impulse. That's coming up in just 2 minutes from now.
Left, park stand 100. First to the left. And
so here you see some very old aircraft.
First convenient left, park it on stand 105.
First left and stand 105.
Well, our friend over there in Seattle, that's LT Viper Pilot. The more you stick around on and watch Airshow World videos, you'll find out that I've got a bit of a thing for sunsets and things like that. So if ever there's an opportunity to get a nice sunset with an aircraft, the Bear will try. Yeah, always be careful if you're listening on headphones. I tell you, sometimes, ow. What you're looking at right now, this is actually on the ramp at the DHL at East Midlands Airport, late at night. And that's actually inside. This was back in the very, very early days, hadn't been opened all that long. So we did this little promo video, if you like, and I said, yeah, I'll do that.
And ground, good evening, it's Nitro 386 Sierra with you just off of the runway, parking 76 Alpha, unfamiliar with the airport right now.
So this is why East Midlands Airport is it is the busiest airport at night in the United Kingdom, probably in Europe, but don't quote me on that one. But boy, it is busy. I don't hear a thing though. Hey, not a problem there, Gordon. That's what the fans page is all about. Get your photographs on there. That's on Airshow World fan page. Search for it on Facebook.
Request pushback and start up to Vitoria.
8379, good evening, Yankees current standby for push and start.
Of course it is, Architect.
10 at 6536, report your passing altitude.
3,500 feet 1013, 10 at 6536.
Next contact message to 124.2.
124.2, 10 at 6535.
Lufthansa 8674, vacate next left.
Next to the left, Lufthansa 8674.
Goodness gracious, where does the time go on a Friday night on this 60-minute show? Absolutely flies by, so let's get ready for that next feature that we've got coming up for you. Oh, right after this. You probably heard me mention this a couple of times. I mentioned it on, I think it was on Tuesday. You remember we were looking at the Crusader when it was departing from the Air Tattoo. Well, it wasn't called the Air Tattoo that year. The Air something or other tournament, yes. When it was at Boscombe Down, and I said, well, I've got a video of a rather bumpy landing. Watch this.
You are clear to land in turn, runway 27, 4011614.
Whoops. Watch the tyre. Watch the tyre.
There's the tyre gone, tyre's gone on the Crusader, port tyre's gone.
Bang goes the tyre, and cuts a little bit of a hole in the runway. Right, we've seen this aircraft quite a few times. Of course, it's the F117. Well, it certainly was a bit bouncy, wasn't it? Okay, I'm going to line that next video up. So, LT Viper, get ready. We're heading there now.
Thanks for that. Just stand by one.
Right, with a little bit of luck. Okay, there they are on the ground. let's get to the action, okay? Whoops. That's better. Oh, thank you. Phoebe Stern! Hey, what can we say about Phoebe? You're a superstar. I told you. Asher World Superfan, thank you very much. Making a very, very kind donation. Hey, we'll get that computer, won't we? I'll tell you what, LT Viper, we're going to move this along so you can see the actual display, okay? Because it takes quite a while for them to get to the takeoff. So here we go. Oops, there we go. Better. Richard's asking, who's this team? Well, it's LT Viper Pilots, one of her favourite display teams. She's been treated today. We started off with the Black Eagles, and now we've got the Blue Impulse. Where was this? This was... Now you're asking me. This was filmed in Japan. I will have a look in a minute and I'll let you know whereabouts, which airfield. So, hope you've enjoyed this today. LT Viper Pilot. And if you want to see the full version of this, because it just needs tidying up a little bit more, make it a bit smoother and edited just a little bit more. So what I will do sometime over this weekend, I'll do a special show especially for you, just with these, okay? So if you give us a time, just put it in the chat room just here, the best time that you'd like to see this over the weekend. Especially for you, I will do that for you, okay? Because I've got to be honest, we're almost out of time. loads more things that we could feature today. Phoebe Stone, thank you very much. One more for good luck and better than chocolate. Oh, Phoebe, you're too kind. Thank you very, very much. And thank you to everybody that's put the really kind donations in this evening. It makes a big, big difference. So thank you very, very much. As you know, normally Friday night we do the Meet the Fans, but unfortunately tonight, hey, our superstar wasn't there. So I certainly, and also we've completely ran out of time. Where does the time go to? It goes so fast. Yep, I'll do it for you this weekend if that's what you want, LT Viper. You give me a time which is convenient for you, and I tell you what, special for you, I'll go live and we'll feature this all nicely edited for you. Gosh, hey. These things I do for you guys, it's you guys that make the difference. So thank you very, very much for all your help, all your input that you do. We've got loads more ideas that are coming up, which we'll tell you about over the next few days and weeks and what have you. Julie and myself, we've been busy trying to, well, scratching our heads and trying to think of a few things to come up with. But we're certainly getting there. So we shall get this in full over the weekend sometime, okay? So, but let's have a look. Wow, you're joking. Goodness gracious. Well, not. She's obviously not joking. It's a very serious thing. Okay, thank you for that information there. She said, LT Viper Pilot says Blue Impulse nearly lost all of their planes and were nearly disbanded due to the earthquake and tsunami. Oh, yay. You get some chocolate. You can't beat chocolate. Thank you, Phoebe. Love it. Love it a bit. Okay, so we will play that in full over the weekend. But hey, what we've got to do right now, we're going to be a little bit nosy, okay? So let's see what these guys are up to over here. Okay, going on live right now over... Here we go. Let's have a look. It's 8 o'clock. So that must mean it's our good friends over there on Plain Talking UK podcast. Okay, remember the title of that, Plain Talking UK podcast. And this is what they're up to right now. So, hey, they talk about aeroplanes. And you can join in with all the chat and everything else. It's very informative. They're a great bunch of guys. And as you can see, they've got their chat room up and running. Let's have a look. So if you pop over there right now, okay, because we're going to wrap up in 2 minutes from now, so we're going to be 5 minutes late finishing. But if you pop over, just say, hey, Stu the Bear sent us over here, okay, from Airshow World. So make sure you give us a good mention, all right? So be much appreciated, okay? So that's my good friends there. That's their channel. I will put it in the chat room right now so you can find it nice and easily. There we go. Let's find it somewhere around here. 1 second. Bear with the bear. He will do it for you. Right. There you go. Doing all these things all at once. There we go. Paste that in the chat room. There you go. There's a shortcut to be able to get across as soon as our show finishes. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us today. LT Viper, hope you enjoyed those couple of features I put on especially for you. No, I'm not going to sing, I promise you. So to everybody that joined us for the 1 hour show today, thank you for joining us. Who we got to say bye to? That's Photo for you. Everybody that's put a donation in, much appreciated. And who else have we got? Julie Rotherham. She is the lady. Thank you very much. With the spanner, you got to behave or she hits you on the head with it. Only joking. We've been very busy this afternoon. Alison Tidy says, cheerio. PJ, thanks for being there. What else we got? Turbo Tim's World. Thanks, Stu and the gang and everybody else. Dora says, thanks to Stu and Julie. So, everybody, I think I've mentioned just about everybody in the chat room this evening. So, thank you very, very much, everybody, for joining us. There was only one person missing, wasn't there? Gosh, what happened to him? I'm devastated. But, hey, there was no point in me doing that feature without him being there, so I'm sure, should have done it anyway, shouldn't I? Okay, hey gang, take care. And you can see this in full, okay, over the weekend. All right, take care. We'll see you next time. I'm going to head over there right now to say hi to the guys in Plain Talking UK podcast. But from Airshow World, have yourself a fantastic rest of your Friday evening. We'll see you over the weekend, or if not then, Monday, 1 p.m. for the DVD live edit room show, okay? And on Monday at 1 o'clock UK time, it is going to be Fairford 2008, the air show that never was, but it was, if you know what I mean. Some great videos coming up on that, including the F-22 or Raptor. Okay, but for now, take care with the Blue Impulse. Bye-bye.